Good evening to some and good day to others. I am Lady J, and I am here to do the Zodiac Happy Valentine's video messages for 2019. And I hope that everybody is being well, doing good, and happy feelings to everyone. If you this special love day of February the 14th, on or about the 14th, because energies don't just fall in certain things, but this will give everyone that it concerns. It doesn't always necessarily mean couples. It can mean lovers and side pieces as well. So as it applies to you personally, check it out. Get you some insight, and for those it doesn't apply to you personally or to your circumstance at hand, check out other readers and see if you can find the information that you're seeking. The reader that taps into your energy, and that could be your sun, your moon, and your Venus, and in some cases I like to say your ascendant as well, since that is basically the real you. Your sun sign is just your personality, but your ascendant is the real you, who you are. You know? So today's Happy Valentine's to our Cancers. Cancer, you see, I always write on everything to make sure that I can get your true emotional self and your consciousness. And just like I said, it's all about the energy of the Cancer. Now, these Cancers can be mixed up with all kind of moon signs and everything else. I'm going to use the Great Big Tarot to give me a pyramid understanding of the collective. Again, like and subscribe and use the ding dong for future readings about your sign or the lottery or whatever I decide to do. You will be updated, because I am a versatile type of reader. I like to try new things. I mean, I even do candle reading and stuff. So with me being spontaneous, I intend to read on lots of different subjects, but I'm not into the animal thing yet. And I do have two Yorkies that have distinct personalities. And Sunny, which is S-U-N-N-Y, loves recently to start interrupting my readings. So I'm shuffling for Cancers. This is called the Lover's Tarot, the great big ancient ones. But you know, the book on it, I mean, it's magnificent. And I tell you right up front, I can't memorize everything. I can read everything on the top, but if we want intensity of a situation, that is a darn good book to look at. And I can see why a certain reader really goes by this, because this thing is like heavy. So I'm shuffling and I am through talking, and I think you know the routine. My information is at the bottom, and you know, you'll take it from there. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. What do we have for Valentine's Day for Cancer? Cancer, Cancer. I think I want to drop this and shuffle it around a little bit, since they're big and it's not that many. They are the majors. They're major arcana. And as you well know, that's usually real energy, and the minors just give you the details. So I am talking about the sign of Cancer. Dear beloveds, light beings that help me out, what do you foresee for the collective of Cancer relationships for Valentine's Day? Cancer's relationships on Valentine's Day. The collective, or whoever's Cancer energy that sticks out, Sun, Moon, and Venus, Ascendant, and make it as personal as you possibly can, because I want them to relate to their Personal love life. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Let's see what we coming up with, Cancer. Yeah, I should have turned on my music. I love music. It just really raises my vibration. Let's see if I can throw the dice. Cancer, Cancer. What do we got for Cancer's love life? Cancer, Cancer. Got an 8. So you got to be strong. You got a 3 for creativity. And then you got a 5. And it looked like you're going through some changes too. And you're going to have to be real strong for those changes. And you know, with fives, you know, it's always kind of like changes and movement and everything. And sometimes it's difficulties in making those things happen. But it's definitely, you got to be strong through a movement. And then you got that 3. You know, 3s is mind, body, and soul, and everything that is in 3s, creativity, abundance. And it's very spiritual too. So it's something you're going to do for your soul. And I can honestly say it definitely deals with your emotions. Okay, let's see what the cards come out. We got a 3 and a 5 on the dice. Hierophant. Hierophant, that is you. And you got like a 5 on the dice. And you have a Hierophant, which is also a 5. And that is you. That is the you. And then for your partner, we have Justice. Oh no. For the relationship, we have Temperance. You're going to need a lot of healing and patience. And for the above, okay, somebody is the Priestess. The overall relationship is an intuitive priestess. Now that one is kind of throw you on there, and that's a 2. So, look like you hanging on to this relationship for dear life. Well, Cancer, what I'm getting for the pyramid spread, and just like I said, is happy Valentine's to you again. I think with you being the Hierophant, some of you intend to put a ring on somebody's finger, intending to be engaged, intending to be married, and you're going to do it the old-fashioned way. That's pretty good news. Congratulations to some of you Cancers, not all of you Cancers, but that's a change in the relationship, being that it's a 5, but you also know Hierophants are also preachers that give advice. They stick with tradition, routine. Sometimes it's just somebody that just want to keep everything the same too, even though the Hierophant is a 5. And it could be someone giving advice. As you would see, I'm dealing the Gilded Tarot to break down the big boys, if you can see them. I hope we can show it up here. I got two phones to take this, so I'm shuffling now. And then your partner has Justice. Now, of course, you know this is about fairness, and that's a number 9. So somebody is thinking about possible ending to something, and this probably she got, when you look at it, this chick got a sword in her hand. It look like she ain't taking no more of your shit, Cancer, or he. I gotta remember, it's gender friendly. Both he or she could it apply to comply, but it is the partner, he or she, and they're saying it's time for a balance. It's time to be fair. It's time to do the right thing. And you see, she's holding, or he's holding, a sword, and they mean what they say, and they say what they mean. The relationship together, it looks like that you all been through a few challenges, because you got the Temperance. And of course, Temperance, first of all, is like almost like death. It's a ending and a new beginning. Sometimes it's just like, hey baby, let's just start over again. And it's a healing. So it's with these 3 cards, it's just telling me y'all had a bumpy 2018 and going into 19 because somebody refuses to change, or they want to keep everything the same. But yet with the 5, and that's a 5 because you threw up a 5, Cancer. Somebody's finna change the routine here. You want to keep it the same, but your partner got other ideals, and they're putting an end with the 9. They're bringing an end to something old to get something new. And it's going to take a lot of patience and healing, and that's where your relationship is. It can apply to any couple. It can be the side piece, it can be the married couple, it can be the live-ins, it can be anyone that's a 2, and in this case you got a 3. It may be 3 of you involved in this reading. And something's got to give, because this person said, we're doing the right thing or else. 5 and a 9. 5 and a 9. 5 and a 9. So that would be a 9 plus 5 is a 14. And 1 plus 4 is 5. That equals a 5. So your relationship is definitely, with this Temperance card, is taking a change. The High Priestess is the outcome of this relationship. And like I said, as it applies to you personally, I can look at it in several ways. With the High Priestess, this is a very intuitive. Cancers, you are often very intuitive, and it's also a 2. So that's unions and partnerships. You have secrets, maybe secrets of the universe, or what I believe is someone is going to follow their intuition and make some moves. Or I could say somebody's just going to have one hell of a surprise on Valentine's Day. Like I said, I got a couple of storylines. I don't want to make a bunch of them. It could be already someone is getting ready to be proposed to. A commitment, an offer of commitment. Or it's already a married couple. And that one with the 5 is going to make a change from tradition. Or rather, I would say, Cancer, you don't really... You're the one that's probably want to make the change because you got the 5. Your partner got the 9, so I believe your partner is in full agreement with the 9, which they're ready to bring an end to something that has been unfair to them in the recent past, and they are taking a stand with this Justice card because they want balance. They want equal love, reciprocated love, and that is what their stance is. I think you're going to meet in the middle with the Temperance and work this thing out, and for the better, being that she's in a positive position. The High Priestess, this is like, I think, how I say it, you're doing it with feeling. Of course, she represents the mystics, the mystical world, the inner knowing, the intuition. So I would say like this, that overall, it could be like a very secretive surprise waiting to happen, or something is coming along that's just going to make this a pretty nice Valentine's Day with the High Priestess, because I think, Cancer, you are hiding something that's just really going to knock your partner right off their feet. It's funny with these things. If somebody's getting proposed to, or might even be it's just going to be something special with the High Priestess involved. And I wouldn't be surprised if you're going to go as big as a house. Cancer, Gilda, what you telling me about Cancer's Valentine's Day? I should have used my Lover's Path. I might use that as a closing. Okay, let's break it down, break it down, break it down. Okay, so it look like somebody's getting ready to come in out of the cold. So I guess there's going to be a peace treaty, and also that's a 5. Somebody's still got a bitter taste in their mouth, and I think that overall feeling is that you had your on and off days. You got along some days, and some days you haven't. Okay, here is your card, which is in reverse, which your progress is being held up. You're not moving forward, so it's most likely you that's trying to resist a change. You don't want to change something, move forward for better progress and stuff. You're being really stubborn, stuck in your ways, and your partner ain't feeling that. And I got, just for skins and grins, chariots are water signs, often under the Cancer. And then we have a King of Swords in reverse. Air sign often falls under Aquarius. And I meant to say the High Priestess is a moon sign. And we got Sagittarius. What was the Hierophant? Hierophant, was that a Virgo? Well, anyway, I always tell you just to look at the energies, not so much as the signs, but the energies or the personality of the cards. And so the energy we getting on the partner is, of course, the partner is also keeping something to themselves, and they are very much in their head and pretty pissed off at you at the moment. They don't know what to think of you, because right now, if I have to say the King of Swords in reverse, they're not pretty much thinking about sticking around, because we got a 9, and that's an ending. So your partner, you cut up so bad, Cancer, your partner ready to walk, or they may have cut up so bad that you ready to walk. But with the 5, there's a change whether you like it or not, because justice will be done in this relationship. I can't say that. So if you've been throwing your weight around and stuff, it ain't gonna fly no more. If you've been getting your way a lot, it ain't gonna fly no more. I think you better go and seek that advice. The Page of Pentacles is it's a young energy, but it's an energy that may had ambitions of starting something. They may have been a little abusive about the money. So I'm most likely reading about a union that may have some financial concerns of someone that probably been in the mall too much, or some plans just went by the wayside, and it may have been a financial setback. And right now, since things are not quite leveled on the ground, it's not secure, I think you all been having some disagreements regarding your finances. Then we got, over the High Priestess, we got Justice again. Now, I'm sorry, that's not Justice. Oh yeah, that's Justice. Man, for a minute I thought that was a 2 of Swords with that light. I should have my glasses on. It's High Priestess, since he's over you, Cancer. There have been some wrong that need to be made right. There is an injustice in the relationship, clearing, because somebody is running out of love. You know that song, I'm All Out of Love? What was that? Who was that who sung that? I'm all out of love. I can't live without you. It's kind of like that. Somebody hasn't been getting a satisfaction. Maybe I should use my sex cards too, but not this round. Somebody's feeling empty. or not fully satisfied or happy in the relationship. It's kind of like that's the secret, I believe, that with the King of Swords being in reverse, of course, you got somebody that doesn't have a detachment about them, that don't really show their feelings to you. And if it is an air energies are very, I would say, airy, mental. Swords are mental. And with the King being in reverse, it's not a lot of communication going on. And so with the Chariot being upside down over the Hierophant, I do believe, Cancer, you are tired of a lot of routine things. And in the relationship, it looks like no one's getting enough attention. And someone feel like they're being dealt with unfairly with the Four of Cups next to the injustice. So I don't see much of a Page of Pentacles other than somebody had plans to get ahead, and it looked like either one partner's not supporting the other in this great big ideal. Spirit, tell me more about the partner. The partner got the Page of Wands, so ready to take action with the Wands. Is also fire energy and has good news to share with you, Cancer, and may concern taking a trip. They want to move forward on some kind of trip or venture that they're on. Let's see where you at and why you're slowing down. You got Temperance. Look like you've been hurt with the Temperance in reverse. So it's something about the relationship that's cost you some hurt. Not bad hurt, but you're disturbed to a point where you're showing between an upside down Temperance, which is about healing. Let's look at it, that whatever words, because you got the King upside down, and if that King was harsh and detached, said something to you that hurt your feelings, and you had no intentions of letting it go, you are still pouting over it. Let's see what Temperance is saying here. So we got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody is tripping off the past and bad memories. Somebody tripping off the past and bad memories. And you got the Five of Pentacles. It's not only mentioning it could be financial as well, but it's also telling me there is no communication here. You kind of having shut this person out. And you both are equally not communicating with one another. And you really don't have no... With the Hierophant here, whatever your Valentine was last year... Where's that other deck? Whatever your Valentine was like last year, it looked like it's going to be the same thing. And it ain't going to be much of a turn on. You know what I mean? You need to add some spice to your life. If I do a bonus, I guess I can. I think I want to take one more turn before I give you a sweetheart send off. Let me dig a little bit deeper, and this is only for the Cancers that are not really having good communication with their partner. With the dice that we got an 8, so you're really trying to hang in there. So you're trying to be strong. You got one couple that's trying to be patient and heal and work it out, and talking about your partner saying she wants fairness in the relationship. Yet with the King of Swords, she kind of gave you a little bit of peace, or he gave you a little piece of the mind, but they're telling you good stuff, but they got real heavy shit on the brain. You got the Page of Wands. They're taking action. So it looks like what you see on the outside of your partner, Cancer, is not what they're thinking about. They're thinking about the reciprocation of your relationship. One of you feel neglected, not getting all the attention, but this person is acting upon the good part. Gonna tell you all the good stuff you want to hear with the Page, and want to travel, go to a romantic place. I think that's what it is, and the affordability of going to a runaway is a questionable. And then one of you, and I would say this, the partner thinks there's going to be justice in this matter. They're going to talk to you and say the things you want to hear, but it's not what they're thinking. They got issues about I would say, the richness of the relationship. And with the Hierophant, y'all just do the same old shit every year. Y'all don't do nothing really different. And even though you crave difference, you ain't really moving, doing anything about it, because this is your own card. And you're not even making any progressive moves. You just sitting still with your lips out. And you're not being real patient about it either. Whatever you want to change, you want it yesterday. You're not understanding it. And then whatever the King of Swords said to you, because he's in this nasty mode right now, you ain't healing from it. And you're hanging on to it. But the overall relationship, y'all need to talk about the finances, and may even be health, because Pentacles do deal with health. Somebody's not feeling good. But you're both being patient with each other with Temperance, but y'all do need to talk. Because I don't see communication, because the overall result, the outcome, somebody is feeling like things are not fair between you. The love is not reciprocated. And you got the Four of Cups. So someone is feeling really easy. And it may be that someone is giving more than the other. So we're talking about overall the relationship is not equal. And therefore, that you're not, either one of you are not telling what the other truly feels. But yet with the number 8 on your dice, y'all have been hanging in there a long time. And with these financial issues and stuff, this has been a pending situation for quite a while. So the question is, can you afford the candy and the flowers, Cancer? Or can your partner, or will your partner, look like somebody's gonna get a kiss, but I don't see nothing romantic going on here with this Four of Cups, looking up at the sky like this, like, oh God, I'm bored. Injustice, when things are not being fairly balanced between you, and it's laying over the priestess. So I mean, that's a spiritual secret between you both, because that section, that part of the reading deals with both of you. And if there's financial issues between Cancer couples, Cancer partners, it's just about 2, or even with that, I ain't came up with another 3 yet, so your partner wants to go someplace though. Okay, Spirit, give me one more turn for the road. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Your partner is remembering the good times. of the past. And they're reminiscing and stuff on that. And that's what they want to talk about, what it used to be. What you're thinking about, another 4, you're taking a break. Like 592 arguments, like 592 fussing and fighting. So you call yourself, I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break. I ain't doing shit. That's your attitude. You don't care if it's Valentine's Day or not. You chilling. But the overall relationship means that you still love each other. And for somehow, you're going to find a way to bring it together with the 2 of Cups. That means you're going to compromise it. You're going to make the right choices for one another. Right now, I just think the energy, you just ain't been getting along as well as you would like, but it ain't nothing you can't conquer. But with the 7 of Wands, you know, that defensive attitude, Cancer, or your partner, you're going to have to come off of that, you know, and quit playing the blame game. Okay, let's see if at least you can get along on Lover's Day. I should have did a sexual-oriented reading, you know, a rated R, a little touch of X. I'll see if time permits. I just might do that. Maybe I'll do it next week. And maybe I can help give certain signs some tips on their partners. But you can subscribe and ding ding, comment. If you like to know about that, let me know. You know, I would need first names and birthdays, and I could either email it back to you, talk to you, or text it to you. Your choice. Promise I won't clean your pockets out over one question, but I think I've been pretty good in that area. All right. Give me a good, loving message for Cancer. Cancers and their partners. Cancers and their partners. Cancers and their partners. Oh, Spirit. Cancers and their partners. Cut 3 times. I'm going to give you 3 cards, Cancer, of advice. Bottom was compatibility. As you well know, your whole overall reading is just letting you know y'all need to get along. And it looked like you will manage to get there by Valentine's Day. At least you will put up the white flags for that day. So you need to work on your compatibility and manifest whatever that's financially affecting you or your health. You need to get a move on it, and y'all need to move on it together and quit being angry at each other or competing with each other to see who can stay stubborn the longest. The cards that you have is, it says luminosity. Okay, and I don't have really a lot of time to go to the book of that, but if you're talking about luminosity, and from the look of the card, and it's a feminine energy, and she is just like radiating with lots of light. Lots of light. And that would lay over the Justice card. And so what I'm believing here is that your partner is really looking for a seriously romantic day. A day of light, enjoyment, fun. And with this being upside down, Cancer, your partner is saying you're not taking notice. You're not taking notice. And they don't have nothing but good thoughts about you. or either both of you are not taking exceptional notice or taking part of the actual love and joy that you have between you. I think the partners that I'm speaking to is probably a older couple that's been together a year or two, maybe longer. Hell, some relationships die out in 3 months or less. But I'm speaking to a partnership that they are probably, it doesn't matter if you live together or not, but you're not, your partner feels that you're not noticing the light within that person. The self-respect card is that neither one of you are displaying self-respect for one another, so which means you've been doing things to get back at each other. And that's not a good thing, because your partner sees you as a lack of respect for self, or it can mean that this relationship the couples take each other for granted. You're not respecting one another's boundaries or desires or ambitions. You're too busy competing, and you keep yourself in a state of, with the opposite of the sun, maybe a little sadness or melancholy, or you're just too darn routine. You do the same thing all the time. Somebody needs to exercise an out-of-the-box experience. Last card, and the Spirit wants you both to work on your inner peace. And only way to bring back the love that actually stays there. They usually, with the two cards, you both are basically soulmates. I'm not going to go into the twin flame thing, but you're soulmates, because that's just someone of the past or past loves. Now, on the other hand, this can represent a lover returning. So we're gonna just keep it on a Valentine's Day level. But this person is having memories and reminiscing of things how it used to be. So the sunshine in your relationship, in your partner's eyes, let's say the thrill is gone, and they want to bring that back. So they're going to say some nice stuff to you to hopefully will get you out of your shell, and maybe y'all can bring that respect back, because you got to remember one thing. How can you love something you don't respect? You tell me how that works, Cancer. See you on the bonus round. Might give you a few, what you say, hot and spicy tips. And both of you need to do that inner peace thing, where it says inner peace, and quit being defensive. Y'all love each other. You're supposed to show each other the truth. That's where justice come in. So one of you all don't want to be fair, but it's time to be fair, and it's